If you have to terminate the worker from site for not complying, do so.
I don't care. You sit in the lorry, you fall down or what? Not my problem.
No way would anyone ever treat a local guy in this manner. So why was the foreign worker treated in that manner? Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Blueprint by Champions. Today we have a topic that we are going to discuss, which is dignity is also a safety standard. Joining me and Khairul today, we have a guest speaker, a pretty prominent personality in the industry, I would say, whom is actually Raj Singh. Welcome here, Raj.
Thank you for inviting me.
Good to have Mr. Raj here. His area of knowledge and experience will definitely be very helpful and very knowledgeable to all the viewers. Thank you for your presence today.
Thanks, Carol. Always nice to meet up with you again.
Okay, before we start this topic, Khairul, I would just like to say a little about Raj. I actually took my NIBOSH from Raj Training Center. I think I saw you at that point was 2014. Yeah, we took NIBOSH course from his training center. Before going into the topic, I would just like to say something related to health. Raj, when I first saw you, I think in 2009-10 when you were in your peak, I realized that you had full white hair. And after which, when I saw you the next time in 2016, you had partial white hair and majority black hair. What do you think could have been the reason?
Thanks for the compliment. I think it's less stress. Doing less, finding better purpose in life. And going for exercise.
Like boxing.
Like
Khairul.
boxing, like Khairul. I should join him more.
Exactly. I think that is also part of our conversation because today is about, dignity is also a safety standard. I think Raj is famously known for actually speaking on stage, if I'm not wrong, in October 2016 for TEDx. NTU, if I'm not wrong, and then it came out in March 2017 in YouTube, and I think with more than 85,000 views. He spoke about how we need to treat the foreign workers better, and I think he touched a major part of his speech was about workers traveling in lorry. So what's your stand on that still, Raj? Have anything changed over these 10 years?
Okay, from day one, I admit, I don't like workers traveling in lorry. Yeah. I don't like anybody traveling in lorries. I think, yes, people argue that, army boys travel in lorries, but it's a different lorry and it's different requirement. You need to go off-terrain, off-roading, etc. But you're on expressways. And we call ourselves first world country. So we can do better. I mean, I've been to different countries and
They take the bus, I guess.
They take bus.
Yeah.
I've never seen workers in lorries. They take those school buses or minivans, but never lorries.
Khairul, I actually want to ask you this. You have been driving for more than 20 over years. Now, if you are going to segregate, say, the workers taking buses, what is going to happen? The traffic is going to go up. Because you're going to easily have 100, 200, extra buses on road. The traffic is it's not bad. It's considered, for me, it's bad that I don't actually drive, I ride a bike. You have been driving for more than 20 years. What do you think will happen to the traffic?
Yes, definitely there'll be an increase in traffic, but I think it could be managed as well in terms of bigger, the capacity of a lorry maybe 14, 24. Then we have bigger buses which can cater for 2 companies. So the quantity will be more packs to be seated. So there will be, if you look at the ratio in that sense, then the number of lorries would be actually more than the buses. Okay. The buses could be at a lower scale because of the quantity, the amount of packs that it could cater for. But yes, still be definitely there will be a lot of arrangements in terms of a small company and all that. So they can do, there's carpooling, so there can be bus pooling.
Yeah, I think Raj actually highlighted this about carpooling. You say there's something where you could do like how Grab actually do a carpooling.
Yeah, why not? Okay, coming to the traffic first. Right now, a lot of pain is that people hear that, the lorries are going onto the second lane or even third lane before coming and they're speeding and all that. When you have buses, you don't see buses doing that.
Because normally
Right?
they're on the left lane.
They're normally on the left lane, and the license required is different. So they're a little bit more professional. And at the same time, lorries, the drivers who are driving the lorries, they're normally the workers of the company as well. They drop off the workers, then they rush off to go and get goods.
Correct, yes.
So there's a time constraint. That's why they're rushing. But if you remove the workers from the lorry, put them in buses, the buses will travel on the left lanes. They won't jam up the places. And like Karu said, you can fit more people in. Yeah, carpooling, yeah. I mean, you can cater, you're in a dormitory. There's so many companies. All the small companies can band together and organize a carpool or bus pool. And at the same time, since the lorry does not need to drop off workers and be there by 8 o'clock or be there by 7:30 or 7 o'clock.
They can be later. Huh?
Yeah, they can go later
Yeah.
and pick up the goods, and they don't have this stress that, I need to drop off the workers. If not, the workers will be late. Supervisor will tekan me.
Yeah.
So you reduce these problems.
How about costing? Because this has always been on everyone's mind. Because, for example, let's say now contractors will say that my cost has went up because I need to I need to pay more for transportation. What would your take be on costing? Definitely, that's on everyone's mind.
It has been like that since day one.
20,
Maybe
30
since
years.
1965 when we got
60 years,
independence. We are like that. We're talking about cost. But that just shows you got bad management. You can't plan ahead. You are just trying to squeeze where you can. I need to save costs. That's why I have lorry, and the lorry also carry the goods. Then if this is the case, aren't you also going to save costs on site? Surely you will have the
Safety
same
measures
habit,
also.
right?
Yeah.
Right, I mean, you will say, I can save costs here, I can save costs there. Why do I need safety personnel? Why do I need safety equipment? Expensive. You'll find a way to save costs. But if it's forced, that, hey, you cannot use lorries anymore, you need to use proper transport, they'll find a way.
I think there are a couple of data centers that I know. They actually implement this, that they do not allow their main con or subcon to bring their workers in lorries. They strictly allow only buses to come. So it is still feasible. Definitely is feasible. There's one more thing besides costing and besides traffic that is rarely spoken about. If you realize there are workers taking public transport, trains. I started realizing this when my bike broke down and I was 1 month taking MRT and bus and that kind of thing. I was just seeing what was happening and that kind of thing. You would know that a lot of them feel uncomfortable with foreign workers because they are sweating after work, their shoes are dirty, or they don't smell nice after work. No one smells nice after work anyway. But you can see that there's a judgmental look on them. These workers, majority of them are actually release workers. Release workers is something that is illegal in Singapore, but that's another topic we will touch on another day. It's a very big topic that also is something related to safety on site also. But by doing this segregation of lorry and buses, there will be those very small companies that have only 5 to 8 workers. They will not get. They will let their workers actually travel by, MRT. Will that become a social problem then?
Then we need to take a look at the topic itself, dignity, right? We're talking about dignity. And if we treat people as, you're different from us, therefore you sit at the back or sit on the floor.
I think that's
where
not
are
right,
we?
yeah.
We call ourselves first world, right? We call ourselves advanced, developed. But yet, when we come to workers, smelly. Or when we come to workers in lorry, yeah, they can. But, my kid cannot sit in lorry, yeah? My kid must sit in the bus or train.
Different standards, I guess.
Different standard.
Yeah. I guess when talking about standards, how we treat, I would say locals and how we treat foreigners on site has always been on different angles. I think something that is very famous that has been going on recently, the LTA issue.
Oh, yes.
Very sensitive. LTA issue, that the way that the foreign worker was treated on site. We all know that no way would anyone ever treat a local guy in this manner. So why was the foreign worker treated in that manner? What's your opinion?
When someone hits your head and you kneel down, people tend to hit more and more. So it's the same thing. They know that they can bully. They know that it can be
Is it due to communication?
no, they know that there's no person that won't this personnel will not voice back or what.
They will lose their job.
Correct. So this is why they are being in this kind of they get this kind of treatment. Singaporeans will tend to question. If I were to do a mistake, okay, maybe that officer has a point. They did not follow. Maybe there was something seatbelt not worn or what. But that doesn't give him
Him the
the right to shout at foreign workers, not be foreign workers, any humans in that manner lah. You do a mistake, you got an issue with them. What does traffic police do? They catch drink driving on the road. What do? Follow procedure, issue fines, bring them to court. That's the same thing.
Right.
If you have to terminate the worker from site for not complying, do so.
Imagine the traffic police take the guy's license and he tapped the guy's head because he was drink driving.
Exactly the same scenario. What you're saying is very true.
All this is interconnected, whether it's the workers in the lorry, whether it's the LTA staff shouting at the workers. Before that, there was another incident, maybe 2 years ago, where a supervisor was shouting and screaming and nobody could understand. And this video was played. But at the same time, when they save someone from the Katong sinkhole, workers are so good. They save some kids from the fire in River Valley. They are so good. Then when the video of the LTA, these workers cannot understand. They deserve this. You see, this is where the dignity comes in. And the shouting part, right? So if we are going to talk to workers or teach them, then we educate them. Yes, we have rules like, if you did something wrong, if we need to terminate you, yes, we terminate.
Yeah.
Or we need to discipline you in some way, we discipline. But then we educate you. We tell you what is right and wrong. I don't see an issue with talking to people.
After this LTA issue came out, of course, I spoke to multiple, people who are working on LTA projects. So I think this is a problem they have been highlighting for many years. Not only the foreign workers, but they say that generally they felt that there's always a lack of respect when dealing with LTA staffs or etc. Because they felt that, they could be very harsh. They could be... But I felt that as, you are not even the authorities. You are just like a state board. And you should be showing an example of, how...
proper culture.
The proper culture.
Proper culture way.
There shouldn't be bullying,
the
there
right
shouldn't be
way.
abuse and etc. Why do you think this is happening? Khairul, I'm very sure we have a few friends who are working LTA sites. Why do you think they are not making it as a complaint? Why has it not come out for this, 10, 20 years?
They are the occupier, or they are the client representatives, so they are afraid. They are afraid that if they were to make a complaint or any feedback, their job will further get more jeopardized and all that. So yeah, they have this fear in them, definitely.
Yeah, the few fears that they have when I spoke was that one of them said that because he's earning, safety officers earn maybe say around 6,000. He's earning more than 9,000, which is more than 50% more. And that's how safety officers in LTA sites work. They earn way more than market price. And he was telling me that, LTA have at least, 10, 20 years of project. Anything that they highlight, you get marked and you are banned from all their sites. Now, this gives me another question, Raj. Why is it that when the LTA engineer, he does a mistake, he gets counsel, whereas when main con and subcon does a mistake, they get banned?
Yeah, that's a good point. You see, I feel that LTA has KPIs, or even any company has KPIs. But what KPIs are they following? We just need to complete the job by hook, by crook, of course, the right way, but to complete the job. So even if some feelings are hurt, too bad. And contractor losing their staff or being banned, or their staff being banned, that's their problem. But my staff are more important because I can't find them and I will not have to go through the hassle of finding a new staff just because your staff is not good enough. So that's the mindset. Again, all comes back to how we treat people. All these are soft skills. And it's not just soft, but we can see
Correct,
the LTA video, we can see the workers on lorries we can see.
This was most probably captured by a body cam. Because from what from what I've heard, it was a body cam, and ironically, it was implemented by LTA, on the main con and subcon for them to wear, because they want to see whether there's any near miss and etc. Which is good, obviously, which is good. So ironically, it came out. Do you think it's a good idea to actually also use their body cam, say maybe for safety personnel, to actually also identify workplace bullying, be it either from your subcon or from your client like LTA?
What LTA has implemented is actually quite useful, quite good in terms of identifying workplace hazards for this scenario, bullying, harassment, or even some unsafe condition and all that. For even for any incident investigation purposes, it can be very useful. So LTA has put up this benchmark, this standard, which can be adopted by all the industries and being followed. But not only safety personnel, the site supervisors, safety guys, they have this in place, will be definitely very much useful. I think MOM has implemented the CCTV monitoring for project sums, which is above 5 million. Maybe this can be in the pipeline. Something like this could be looked into in the future, in the near future.
To look into workplace bullying,
Yeah.
to look into workplace abuse. Like Raj, what do you think we could do more to actually, to cut up this workplace bullying and abusing?
Okay, first, I like the body cam idea. Body cam is not that expensive.
Yeah.
You can get it for less than $100, less than 50 even, but the cheaper ones.
Yeah.
And if everybody is wearing it, not only are you looking at bullying, but you're looking at if there's an incident with that worker and he falls off the scaffold or falls off a work at height, you can retrace his steps,
Yeah.
see what happened.
What happened?
Right? Or maybe the people beside him. Having said that, would LTA or would any other authority then say, oh, but by sharing the video clip,
It's not permissible.
it's not permissible. Just like MOE says, oh, you all should not share bullying cases. But if we don't share,
How will it?
then how will it be
Yes.
communicated, or how would we rectify it? Right? So I think definitely the body cam is good. Definitely learning from the incidents or the videos is good. But then again, the mindset of LTA or authorities must not be, oh, we're just trying to protect ourselves.
You shouldn't share it with anyone.
Yeah, it should be, let's learn from this. And how can we improve from this?
Definitely there will be a ban that you cannot share videos. But again, coming back to culture. Now say that if you have a body cam, and I'm naturally a nasty person, but I know that you are wearing a body cam, I would not show my true colors to you. Would then be a hidden camera, because now hidden camera come as pen, as glasses. Would that be a better choice?
No, I think it's like a very open door. It should be very transparent.
It should be transparent.
A body cam one. If I want to hide my actual character,
But then you will
then
not be
so
able
be
to
it.
share after that. How?
No, so be it. But then this body cam, the contents of the body cam, if it is not private and confidential and things like that, workplace related matters, it should be shared for learning purposes. If there were to be accident, it should be shared. If such bullying cases, harassment should be shared.
What if it's not allowed to be shared?
Then there's no purpose of this already.
So the hidden spy camera will work better then.
Yeah, but people will not use this as like a mandatory requirement. Like like I said, just MOM has implemented the mandatory CCTV to be placed. Something like that. If it can be brought into that kind of a platform or that kind of stage, then this will be definitely very helpful. Not only to main contractors or subcontractors, to the authorities. They will be very, very useful for them to go and monitor these lapses, to see what is happening, what actually happened. And yes, definitely those supervisors and managers who do not like to follow the safety requirements on site, they will have something to look into already.
They will know
Yeah,
that they are being monitored.
Monitored, yeah.
So Raj, I was thinking, why do all these years the guys don't actually complain? Is it better or is it good to have actually a reporting mechanism that is anonymous? Because some of them have said that no, if I go and report to MOM, I need to put my name, I need to put this. I'm scared that my company finds out and then I get sent back from Singapore. Do you think it is good to have an anonymous reporting mechanism? But it comes with some people lying also.
Yes.
So what do you think we could do?
Okay, I generally feel that most people are good.
Okay.
Okay, they have good intentions. They just want to go to work and do stuff. So I do also believe that they are afraid. So yes, having an anonymous reporting mechanism is good.
Okay.
Just like you can write into CPIB, just like you can write into anyone, and you can use a fake email or
Yeah.
whatever else. That's fine. Of course, there will be some who will go and fake the entire
Exactly.
whole thing and try to get someone in trouble. But by and large, I think you want to have the majority, which is I want to give you my feedback honestly that this site is bad, or these issues are going on, or that engineer is yelling at everyone. Because if that is not addressed, maybe the top people don't know
Don't know. Exactly, yeah.
and they don't hear about it. Because when they speak to the engineer is very nice. Oh yes, see how I talk to the worker. We know this, right? When special people come to the site, oh everybody, oh very nice, shake hand with the worker and all that. The moment special people leave, yell at everybody else.
Yes, exactly.
So having an anonymous way is the way to go for now. But then the actions, the follow-up action. Just like imagine the workers that were being yelled at in the LTA video, knocking on their head and all that. And then they read, oh, this engineer was only counseled.
How do you feel? Actually?
Yeah, if I'm the worker, wow, you knock my head, you yell at me, you scream at me,
Then I get
you
counsel.
threaten me, but then you only get counsel. Someone talk to you nicely. Hey, you cannot do this, you don't do this. Then I feel like
We are
crap.
sending the wrong point across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same like the lorry issue. We say, oh, safety is important, but only after you reach site. How you get to site, I don't care. You sit in the lorry, you fall down or what, not my problem.
So safety starts from the site, I guess.
After toolbox meeting.
After toolbox meeting.
And here's the funny thing, so I add on. So in the site, during toolbox meeting, we tell the workers, oh, you all need to be safe. You all must follow instruction. Any manufacturer item, you all must follow the manufacturer's recommendation and the instructions for that. Even in the site training or even in MOM training, workers, you all must follow these required things. You all cannot modify equipment. And then look at our lorries. Our lorries are not designed for workers. In fact, they are classified as what? Goods vehicles. Different category. And if you ask any manufacturer, can anyone sit behind? They'll say no. This is not our responsibility. We don't recommend. Yes, there are some lorries like Unimog, what's that? MAN, MERS,
Those are
Scania. But those, they have special requirements saying that these are for emergency vehicles. And normally they are huge and they are normally for military purpose.
I think we have been speaking about this lorry issues for at least more than 20 over years. The funny thing about this lorry thing is that the topic will come up, it will become very hot, and then it will die down. Then a couple of years later, it become very hot, then it die down. I don't...
Actually, recently MOM did revise the act for this. What they did was they said that there must be a dedicated vehicle commander must be appointed, and this person's duty is to ensure the driver is not sleeping. So what is the root cause? All the accidents happening is because the driver is sleeping. If that is the root cause, then the buses also the driver can sleep. So we are not tackling the actual problem here. The problem here is workers are transported at the back. The driver can be riding very safely. If they were to be just hit a little bit by another vehicle, we have an incident. I think a few years back, workers were hit in the highway, and I
And
think
then they flung or something.
flung, and there were a few fatalities and all that. So that is where we should look into the tackling that part, not the part of the drivers to sleep. Yes, definitely one of the possible reason can be that, but that is not the actual cause. What is happening? So what they implemented and what is going on is totally not right. Okay, now we touch back on just now what they were talking about costs and to get it mandated. Mr. Raj said to get it mandated. I would like to touch back on what COVID-19. During COVID-19, we called it a new norm. A lot of new regulations came in. Construction site faced a lot of difficulties because we had to bring workers stagger. We had to have a lot of timing. We need to divide groups and workers. But eventually, construction sites did it. Even though cost was part of it, ongoing projects managed to do something out of it. Okay, so why can't they get this also in that same track? Because most of them are coming from a common dormitories, all the big dormitories. Then from there, respective buses, routes, project sites can be arranged some way somehow.
Something can be done.
Can be done. Yes, definitely it can be done.
Yeah. We have come to the end of today's episode in the Blueprint by Champions. This is just part one of the episode. Dignity is a safety standard too. Do make sure to catch us in part two. Meanwhile, as usual, like, share, and comment, and you might want to give us feedback to, where we could improve or what you would, like us to talk about. See you then.